Alrighty, folks, welcome back. I'm recording this right after recording, I think it's episode 15 of Tiny Bunny with Malsons, because I kind of wanted to get right back to this, so without much ado, let's go. So I just continue to rub his shoulders in circular motions, trying to be soothing. Oh yeah, that's right, TJ was in shock. I wish Jenna were here, she'd know what to do. He leans against me, again, though, so I feel like I'm doing the right thing. He holds up the cup to Kudzu again. Could I get some more, please? Sure. Kudzu takes the cup delicately from TJ, like the links might break. When Kudzu moves off to the sink again, TJ leans toward me, whispering, That guy played soccer with us, right? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Right. TJ goes back to leaning against me and staring at the wall. While this isn't good, he does seem to be getting better. He can recognize us again, and remembers stuff at least. Leo adjusts himself on the bed, clearing his throat again. Deej, if you can't remember, that's okay, but I just want to make sure no one's coming after you. TJ blinks, then shakes his head. No, I don't think so. Leo waits, but TJ doesn't say anything more. No one? You were hiding, so. Clearly, Leo doesn't want to upset the Lynx, but it makes sense why he wants to know. If there's someone lurking out there hunting TJ down, we could be in a lot of danger right now. We have to wait, though, as Kudzu comes back with the cup. TJ takes a few more. Oh, you got it right that time. So what happened with the other one where, Kudzu was like, and then he comes in? I can't say nothing. There's a spot in the jazz punk series where I'm like showing the sides of a business card that says like a kidnapping murder potpourri or something, and I fucked up the camera. TJ takes a few more big gulps before looking back up at Leo. I, I thought I saw something. I keep seeing things. I think I need to go home. I stare hard at TJ, studying them. I don't know why, but I guess I thought we'd all be exempt from this hysteria. I knew we were all normal, at least to an extent. This whole crazy chaos seemed too foreign, too different for it to affect my friends. People I know that are grounded, normal people. This is the part where I just slowly turn and just stare at Chase. That's exactly what TJ was. And now, Leo stands up and steps closer, sitting down slowly next to TJ on the opposite side of the bed. We are gonna go home, Teach. We just have to go on a walk to my car first. Leo reaches out and sets a hand on TJ's leg, and I'm glad to see that he doesn't flinch at all. He's really calming down. Okay. TJ suddenly opens up the blanket around himself, staring down at his clothes. I can see his nose twitching, then the skin inside of his ears flushes. Can I take a shower? Leo pauses, clearly not having expected that. Well, we really need to get going. Don't you want to go home and take a shower there? TJ has to put the blanket back over himself, trying to hide his pants. I'd just like to feel clean again. I feel like it might be a good thing for him to clean off, maybe have some alone time. I give Leo a meaningful look as I lower my voice gently for TJ. Sure, man. We'll wait. TJ slowly pushes himself off of the bed to stand on unsteady legs. Both of his hands not so subtly shield his crotch as he walks to the dresser. Okay, just don't leave me, okay? We won't. Leo's still using his talk to a toddler voice. The wolf gives me a frustrated look, but I ignore it. And I'm gonna leave the door open, so if something happens, just yell. It's fine, and nothing's gonna happen, okay? Yeah. Yeah, okay. TJ pulls out some pants from the dresser before making his way to the bathroom. He keeps glancing back at us like we're going to disappear if he looks away too long. I try to give him a cheerful smile until he finally disappears into the bathroom. Jeez. What the fuck did TJ see? We sit around in a sort of circle in the motel room, Leo and I on the beds, Kudzu in the chair. We keep our voices low as we discuss what's going on, not wanting TJ to hear. This doesn't make sense. TJ is one of the most rational people I know. How is this affecting him? We don't know what's causing it, though. I don't know. I thought it was drugs or something. They all just took the same drug? I don't know. Or maybe they're all crazy because of drugs, and something set it off? Well, TJ is religious. So if he believes in that, then maybe it could go further than that? I shake my head. Also, I notice the right-facing Leo. Something about right-facing Leo is a little unsettling. No, that doesn't make sense. People in cults do it all the time. But he's not in a cult. Well, I mean, it's all kind of the same thing if you think about it. Your whole family is super religious, Leo. Yes, I have first-hand experience with all of it. Leo chuckles despite the situation. It just makes me wonder if this something if something is more than what's in everybody's head, if even TJ's having it happen. Kudzu taps his chin from the chair he's sitting in. What was it that Duke was saying about his grandpa? Something about a curse? Leo waves his hand like he's swatting away a fly. Oh, chica. Speaking of shit that doesn't make sense. Kudzu shrugs. I'm starting to wonder. I fold my arms and look toward the bathroom where steam is wafting from TJ's shower. Well, stop wondering. I don't want you ending up like them. I frown and glance back at the bathroom before lowering my voice. Like TJ. Leo sighs. No, one of those fuckers probably freaked them out or something. He did say he was seeing things. Leo suddenly stands up from his sitting position on the bed. You know what? We should just stop talking about this. We're leaving once it's done anyway. As if on cue, the water shuts off, and the automatic dryer starts up. Right after that, TJ's meek voice pipes up from the inside of the bathroom. You guys still there? I call back gently, cheerfully. We're here, TJ. Leo sighs and moves to the window to look outside, pulling back the curtain just a bit. You think the others are out there right now? Your friends? Yeah, Jenna, Carl, Flynn. I don't know why I hesitated with Flynn's name. Leo silently stares out the window a while longer, the yellow light of the streetlight falling across his face momentarily. He lets it drop back into place. With any luck, they got the hell out of here when this started. Like I said, if they did, then they would have brought someone back. Really? If anyone got out, then. If anyone got out, then they would have. Leo doesn't say anything, electing to lift the gun that he's had clutched in his this entire time to examine it. There's a lot of typos. And again, I'm not trying to be mean or pedantic, but as, you know, we're episode like what, 55, 56 into this series, it's, you should know by now I have a hard enough time reading as it is sometimes, so when there's typos that make it even worse. Does that mean that no one's gotten out of here? There's a momentary silence. Hello? We're still here, TJ. Kudzu shifts in the chair. Well, a lot of us here have relations outside the town. Family and work and Peyton. In fact, Kudzu checks his phone again. I'm supposed to be to work in like 5 hours. Someone's gonna notice. Maybe we should wait until morning? Someone has got to be looking for someone here by then. Leo thrusts the gun back into his waistband resolutely. Nope, relying on other people has gotten us nowhere. We gotta help ourselves. You might have a point, Leo. Your friend looks in pretty bad shape, like, mentally. Then I'll carry his ass to the van. I'm leaving. I'm not leaving any of you behind. Leo stops, and I follow his gaze to the bathroom where TJ stepped out, his fur a little damp and spiky from the shower and a fresh change of clothes. He stands there awkwardly for a moment, rubbing his arm as we all stare at him. Hey, how are you feeling? I'm fine. Things are more clear now. Leo smiles gently. Good, so you remember who we all are? TJ smiles weakly. Yeah, again, things are clear. And you guys don't have to talk to me like that. Like I'm crazy? Sorry. I clear my throat and try to assume a less I'm talking to a crazy person tone. Do you think you can make it to Leo's? We can stay here if you want, wait for someone to find us. I ignore Leo's exasperated sigh from behind me. TJ glances at the bed. I'd like to just lay down, but... He looks back up at us, clasping his hands together. I think something is happening here. Something doing something to our heads. I don't know. Leo narrows his eyes. What do you mean? TJ looks off to the side. I just saw things that shouldn't be here. This has never happened to me before, so... TJ looks down at his hands. I remember someone was chasing me, trying to grab me, and I scratched at it. TJ looks back up at us. And it was Jenna. But I was too scared. I didn't know if it really was her or not, so I ran and she didn't follow me. TJ's starting to shiver again. Um, what did she look like when you didn't know it was her exactly? TJ frowns, opening his mouth to say something, then closes it again. Finally, he looks at Leo, apparently deciding to ignore the question. Can we find her? It's. I can't stop thinking about it, and I want to make sure she's okay. His voice gets a little broken, but he manages to control his tears this time. Leo grimaces. We really need to go, DJ. The faster we can get help, the faster we can help everyone here, including Jenna. The corners of TJ's mouth tug down in a frown, but he doesn't say anything. But if we see her on the way, of course we'll bring her up with us, okay? TJ's still looking like he's trying not to cry, but nods quickly. Leo rolls his shoulders, keeping the gun pointed at the ground as he moves to the door. Now everyone stay close to me. Chase, keep with DJ. Kudzu, you bring up the rear. Got it? Alright. We're just gonna head up the street to the diner. Not far at all. I look up at TJ, trying to give him a reassuring smile. He's still looking at his hands, though, so I move over to him, putting an arm around his shoulder, gently guiding him to the door. The trek to the diner, practically silent. Just the trek to the diner, practically silent compared to just a few hours ago. Aside from the nightlife, there's no screaming or shooting. The way there is fairly straightforward, straight down the main road. However, we decided to cut through the backyards instead of using the road. Leo tells us it's the best way not to be seen if there are people around. TJ keeps close to me, wanting me to keep my arm around his shoulder as we move, his eyes either squeezed shut or staring straight ahead. It's like we're moving through a haunted house, and he's too terrified to look in either direction. It does get too difficult to keep him that close, though, especially as we start to have to move through bushes and hop fences. I opt to hold his hand instead. In any other situation, I'm sure TJ would have been running for the hills in his embarrassment, but he clings to me like he's never gonna let go. We all move in silence through the brush. The quiet is actually almost as unnerving as the shouts and gunshots were. As we move under a few stray trees, I try to keep the memory of seeing the corpses strung up out of my head. There's no way a demon or whatever they said it was did that. It was one of the town crazies. Killed and then mutilated that person to convince us of their delusions. There's 4 of us now, and 2 of us have guns. We're gonna be fine. We get to after only about 5 minutes, though most of it is spent floundering through the brush and old broken fences. Because of the meandering, we actually miss it and have to backtrack. Cautiously, we make our way around the diner to the parking lot and immediately spot the lone van. When we finally do get there, Leo jogs up to his van, shoving a hand into his pocket. Oh my fucking god, that should have been the first thing you did, numbnuts! I swear to fucking God. Oh no, lobo cabron! But then he freezes and stares down. Fuck. Me and TJ arrive next to Leo, and TJ finally lets go of my hand. What is it? I ask, but I see the problem at the same time. I ask, but I see the problem at the same time that I do. The two tires that I can see are brutally slashed and completely flat. I bet that the other two are the same way. Leo puts his hands up to his face, rubbing his eyes vigorously with his palms. What? Who did that? TJ reaches out and grasps my hand again. Kudzu moves over to the other side of the van to inspect it. Brian. Leo growls out the name. How do you know? Leo doesn't say anything, sitting down on his haunches as he stares at the completely destroyed wheel. Who's that? TJ asks quietly from beside me, studying my expression. I wonder if I should tell him. Probably not. Him scared of seeing things is bad enough. We don't need TJ to be worried about an actual person who's out to kill us. I'd actually completely forgotten about the bear up to this point. If it truly was him, then we're in even more danger than I thought. It's just another person we saw. He was acting weird. It's alright. TJ doesn't seem to take much comfort in that, staring at the trees. Whether or not it was Brian, whoever it was had done a number on the tires, completely tearing the rear tire to shreds. Kudzu comes from around the side of the van, shaking his head. Other two tires are the same. How far do you think we'll get on flats? Leo lets out a ragged growl, standing back up. Not far enough. We'd probably get to the lake before the goddamn wheel falls off. Leo stands there thinking. Should we just go back to the motel? Leo shakes his head. No, I'm not staying here another minute. I'd rather start walking, actually. To the highway? That'd take half the day. Well, we'd at least be getting somewhere instead of sitting around here. I look down Main Street toward the darkness of the lake and the desert. The ominous feeling I get is overwhelming. Like I have no doubt that if we set out into the desert, we wouldn't last long at all. I don't know why. I shudder violently, and TJ glances at me. He squeezes my hand, and I find it funny how quickly the role of the one doing the reassuring is flipped. I think we should go back to the motel. Leo finally looks back at me, and I see his expression soften. Hey, Otter, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna get us out of here, okay? I notice the same tone he'd used with TJ earlier. He sets his hands on my shoulders, but I honestly don't feel very reassured. TJ pipes up from next to me. Carl's house has some cars. Maybe he's there, and we could leave with him and the car? Leo looks out toward the hilltop where Carl's house is at. We can't see it since all the lights are apparently off. Maybe. If he's not there, we could just break in. I see TJ blanch next to me. Even now, he's battling his moral values versus our need to survive. I still just want to go to the motel, hole up in there, and wait. Maybe sleep. I'd give anything just to be able to lay down somewhere safe right now. But now, with the new possible factor of Brian, I can see the benefit of getting the hell out of here now. All right. Leo sets his jaw, narrowing his eyes. Let's go. Remember to stay close. We don't bother to go off-road on the way to Carl's place, mainly because we'd just be trudging through sagebrush full of ticks at that point. Leo figures that since Carl's house is the only thing up this road, aside from through the canyon to nowhere, no one would be driving there anyway. It takes us about 20 minutes to get there, walking in silence up the cracked road. The only sound are panting. I'm the loudest, considering my short legs, and also that I'm probably the most out of shape compared to the others. I'm okay. I'm just sitting here again, staring at all these red flags, not coming off of Leo, but coming off of Chase this time, because I'm like, narratively, this is screaming Chase is gonna have to run, and it ain't gonna go well. When we're close to the mansion, I look back down toward Echo. Only a few of the streetlights dot the small town. I don't see anyone on the roads near them. I see a window or two here and there with their lights on, but no movement from within. We only hear two sounds on our trek. One is a blood-curdling scream coming from the town behind us. A woman. TJ reaches out again for my hand when that happens, and I squeeze his comfortingly. The next, a few minutes later, is a faint laughter coming from further away that rises in pitch before fading back out. I grimace, wondering if anyone else heard it or if it came from inside my head. No one says anything, and I don't ask. By the time we reach the mansion, I'm covered in sweat, and I keep adjusting my shirt uncomfortably as it sticks to my chest and shoulders. The garage door is closed, and there aren't any cars in the driveway. I wonder if maybe Carl already took off. I hope he did. We stand in front of the door, and Leo holds out a hand to us, motioning us to be quiet. I watch his ears poke up to full extension before he moves to the glass on the door, cupping both hands over his eyes to peer inside. We wait a tense moment, and I wonder if maybe he's looking in on something horrific. But after a while, Leo pulls back, shaking his head. I can't hear or see anything. Maybe he left, or he's with one of the others. Kudzu offers quietly, standing just behind me. Maybe. Leo appears to be thinking hard. Then he reaches out to the doorbell with an index finger. He hesitates for a full 2 seconds before pressing it. I notice Leo's got a hand on his gun, watching through the glass intently. I also notice that not only is TJ pressing close to me, but so is Kudzu from the other side, his shoulders slightly ahead of mine. It's almost like he's shielding me. A minute goes by before Leo tries again. We wait another minute before Leo lets out a ragged sigh. Whether it's from relief or frustration, I'm not sure which. Considering what's happening, you'd think some people from the town would have come here to loot or something. Yeah, I look back at the town, its few glints of lights staring ominously back. I'm able to suppress my shiver this time. I turn back just in time to see Leo try the door, and to my amazement, it opens. Leo seems surprised too. And let's go to let the door slowly swing open. We all stare into the blackness beyond, a few lights from the TV glowing in darkness. Should we go in? Leo clears his throat. Well, we gotta get the keys somehow. Leo steps inside slowly, hand reaching along the wall to find the light switch. He finds it, though the light only illuminates the foyer. The housing going from goddamn dark to slightly less goddamn dark. It's just Carl's kitchen, though. Nothing seems to be out of place, as far as I can see. And upon entering Carl's house, I think that's where we'll call it for today. I am so curious because I don't think the timelines are all properly like synced up with one another. Like they have weird don't have like proper overlap. So I gotta wonder, if we go in here, are we gonna meet Carl? Are we gonna meet James? Are we gonna meet Jenna? Or are we gonna meet nobody? Also, I swear, if this is where that stupid picture comes from of damn fine cup of coffee, eh, Chula? Like, I swear if this is where that comes from. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good night, guys.